I moved into my new apartment 4 months ago. No balcony, top floor, small square windows that barely open wide enough for a hand, no shared hallways, just an exterior staircase leading to my door. I triple-checked all the locks, bought a safe for my important documents, security cameras, motion sensors, timer lights, all the things people buy when they want to believe control equals safety. And for a while, it worked. But then the mirror started fogging again, and the fingerprint came back. Let me be clear, I clean the mirror every day, with bleach, with glass cleaner, with anything that promised anti-smudge. And every morning I'd wake up and see it, a faint, oily imprint, always in the same spot, centered, thumb angled inward, right where my throat would be if someone were standing behind me reaching out. The first few times I convinced myself it was residue. Maybe something I missed, maybe even my own hand, brushing past during a half-asleep morning routine. But then I placed tape across the edges of the mirror, sealed it completely, went to bed. The next morning, the tape was peeled back, just enough for someone to reach through. That's when I remembered the camera. I had never thrown it out, the one from 2C. I'd shoved it in a storage box in the back of my closet. Out of sight, out of mind, I dug it out, plugged it in. The screen flickered. A single new folder had appeared, though I hadn't used the camera since I left. It was labeled, "Welcome back." My hands were shaking as I clicked into it. Just one video, dated 2 nights ago. The footage was from a high angle, facing my bathroom. But I'd never installed the camera in there. It showed me brushing my teeth. Normal, mundane, and then the lights flickered, just slightly. I didn't even seem to notice. But in the mirror behind me, something moved. A figure, just for a second. A flicker, blurred and shadowed, as if standing between me and my reflection, but not in the actual room. It leaned in, closer, closer, until it seemed to press against the inside of the glass. The mirror warped, faintly, as if under pressure. Then the screen, cut to black. I stopped using that bathroom, started sleeping with the lights on again. My friends told me I was overreacting. "You've been through a lot," they said. "Trauma leaves a mark." But I know what I saw, and I know what I heard. Because now sometimes at night I hear whispering, not loud, not even coherent, just a low murmur coming from behind the walls. Sometimes I hear my own name. Sometimes it sounds like me talking back to myself. The apartment complex did a full inspection. No hidden crawl spaces, no faulty vents, nothing unusual. I asked them if there had ever been an incident here before, a death, a break-in, anything. They said no. But when I mentioned the mirror, the manager got quiet. He looked at me and said, "You're the 3rd tenant in a year to ask about that." That night I pulled the mirror off the wall. Behind it I found scratches, tiny erratic etchings in the plaster, like fingernails, some deep, some barely visible. Dozens of overlapping gouges like something had been trying to push through. The corner was a number 2C. I took a hammer to the mirror, shattered it into pieces, gathered every shard into a garbage bag, and drove it 10 miles out to a dump. I bought a new mirror from a thrift store, different shape, no frame. I hung it in the same place. That night I woke up at 3:11 a.m., cold, not cold like air conditioning, but a deep cold, like something old was breathing on me. I sat up slowly, and in the mirror I saw movement. Only this time, it wasn't a shadow. It was me, but wrong. I was standing, not sitting, head cocked, smile just a little too wide, not blinking. Mirror me raised its hand and touched its throat, right where the fingerprint always was. I lunged out of bed, yanked the mirror off the wall, and smashed it again. This time I threw it into a river. No more mirrors. I covered every reflective surface in my home. Aluminum, glass, even the black screen of the TV. I haven't seen my face in weeks, but I feel it watching me, not from outside. Not from the hallway, not even from the glass, from inside me. I see flashes when I close my eyes, like memories that aren't mine. A room I've never been in. A voice I've never used. A hand, my hand, pressing against a mirror from the wrong side. And I think whatever was in 2C never needed the apartment. It needed someone. The other day I passed a moving truck in front of the old complex. Someone new was moving into 2C, a woman. Young, smiling, holding a coffee as she joked with the movers. I wanted to tell her. I really did. But I just kept walking. I don't know if the thing still lives in that unit or if it ever did. Maybe it's in me now. Maybe it always was. All I know is I heard her say something as I passed. She laughed and said, "I swear this mirror fogs up in the same exact spot every time." And I didn't look back.